I've got a really lovely recipe to show you, and it's a baked Camembert cheese with some glazed oatcakes. It's very simple, absolutely delicious. For this recipe, I'm using the quick to cook Irish steel cut oatmeal, which is from Flahavan. So it's really delicious, lovely texture. I'm going to make the oatcakes in a minute, but what I'm going to do first is bake off the Camembert. So what I've done with the Camembert, it's a lovely, rich, creamy cheese, and it's lovely and smooth. Studded it with garlic, a little bit of fresh thyme. So you make incisions with the point of the knife, and all this lovely jelly here is an apple jelly, so it's going to work really well. Of course, when you think of cheese and apple, it works so well together. This is going to go into the oven on a tray for about 20 minutes until it's lovely and runny. So while that's in the oven, I'm going to show you how to make the oatcakes. Very, very easy. Get a clean bowl, and these are the quick to cook oats. I'm going to put them into the bowl, and on top of that, what I'm going to do is this is some lard. Have it diced, bring it to room temperature, and just simply sprinkle this on top. So next, some plain flour. Sprinkle this all over, and then some water. So I may need to add a little bit more water, we'll just see. Get your hands in there, and just mix this all together. So don't be tempted to put too much water in, you can always do it in stages. Right, that looks good. Just mix it all together. And what we're going to do now is just take this out. I'm going to put a little bit of flour just onto the work surface. So now you just knead this, bringing it all together. Then you just press it with your hands. I always like to put a little bit of flour just on the rolling pin and then start to roll out. So you can see the lovely Flahavan oats just coming out through it. And then just gently lift this up. So you're using the rolling pin just to help and support. And then turn it around. So this is cooked in a dry pan because of the lard. Just using a plain cutter, and we're going to cut these out. So you can cut any shape or size that you want. And then just very carefully lift them off. So if you have your pan preheated, just on a low jet, and then that'll speed up the process. So when your pan's nice and hot, you have these already cut out, you put them onto the pan, and you hear that sizzle. Don't pile them on top, spread them out. That's why I'm using a nice big pan for this. Of course, I've used lard, but if you don't have any, you can use butter, which works really well too. So what I'm going to do now at the top of them is just brush them with a little bit of egg wash. So 1 egg, a little bit of milk. And this is going to give a lovely crust to the oatcake. Keep the pan nice and low, because first of all you want to cook out the oats in the mixture, but also you want them lovely and golden brown. So I'm going to flip them over. Just be careful. You want them nice and golden brown. They look beautiful. And they've set, which is perfect, kept their shape. And when these cool down, they're going to be lovely and crunchy. That's exactly what I want. So just on a cooling rack, lift them up. How good do they look? What I'm going to do, I'm going to let them cool slightly. I'm going to grab my Camembert from the oven, which should be ready by now. Wow. You can see it. It's kept its shape, but it's wobbly in the center. Look at that. Just using the fish slice again. And I love the fact that the garlic has got a lovely little bit of caramelization, and the thyme has just given it so much flavour. So all I do is just simply pile these on. So that's my baked Camembert with glazed oatcakes, and I've used the Flahavan's quick to cook steel cut oatmeal.